Welcome back, y'all.
Elden Ring.
We're playing more
Look at
Elden
this
Ring.
boy with that staff and that sword. Okay.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but after I beat those birds, I had like barbecue sauce on my face, and it looked really funny. We were talking about Dinglewald and Dumbledore.
Grundle boy and
Ezra Miller basically turns out to be like, the most powerful character. Like,
he's more powerful than Dumbledore, or I mean, I should say Albus.
They have like a term for it. I don't remember exactly what it is, but basically, these are wizards who suppress their magic ability all throughout their life, and they usually die very, very young. And then their magic kind of separates from them into this like little orb that just hangs out, and it like will kill somebody if you touch it.
Yeah, what was that
Which
called?
is an explanation as to why we never see that character again, because he's so powerful and dies very young, so he's going to die.
And that's exactly the thing, is that it's like...
Or he's too powerful that he can't even be turned into an orb, or he can control being an orb.
Brought up? Why was Grindelwald never fucking brought up in the original series? Like, this is major shit, and I am betting you fucking anything.
Wasn't Grindelwald mentioned?
A little bit, not a whole lot.
It's gonna fucking tie into Voldemort. There's no way they're not gonna end this trilogy with
Grindelwald
tying into Voldemort.
Well, yeah, because okay, there was a time when J.K. Rowling said, like, oh, by the way, Dumbledore's gay. And then there was a big thing.
So that's what I was going to say, isn't...
but you're led to believe that they made...
Aren't him and Grindelwald...
Yeah, they made a blood pact. They made a blood pact when they were young that they could not harm each other. And then Grindelwald took advantage of that. Each other. And Dumbledore thought of it as like, oh, well, I love this man. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I hope he thinks the same. But no, he just used... I think he used Dumbledore's infatuation with him to basically say,
Dumbledore's.
You're the most powerful wizard that can... You're like one of the wizards that could stop me if I were ever to become the most powerful one. So I'm going to take advantage of you by making this blood truce with you so you can't harm me. And if you do, you die.
And then I'm going to change from John Depp to Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Basically, Ezra Miller's character is this like super sensitive and fragile person who's like kind of easy to manipulate, and he could tip either way, like going straight.
I was gonna say he's the ex machina. He's the ex machina of and it. Then he's gonna be the one. He's got that Dangledoor powers. He's potentially super strong. And
the whole second movie,
he's gonna use all his power to fucking stop the Grindel boy, and he's gonna die. Boom. That's the final movie.
Yeah, he's gonna use his life force
essence
to stop Grindelwald.
Oh, hey, that's it. I'm staking my reputation on it.
I would not be surprised.
All right, we're gonna play with this guy. We're gonna play with
the whole second movie. The big mystery of the movie is there is like the Ezra Miller's character is wondering. His thing is, who am I? Who are my real parents? Where do I come from?
Right.
There is also some kind of mystery about like Lita, God, what's her name? What's her fucking last name? Lestrange. Lita Lestrange. One of the Lestrange family.
Yeah.
That's like her cousin or sister or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's like a long lost son of the Lestrange lineage, or like there's some mystery about like their son. So that doesn't get introduced, that whole thing about like, oh, there's like a mystery about like the Lestrange son. That doesn't get introduced until like an hour into the movie.
Yeah.
Later on in the movie, they spend like a 30-minute scene building that up to like, they build the tension of that idea of like, oh God, the mysterious Lestrange son. They build up the tension of that really, really high.
Yeah.
And during the climax of the movie, it kind of like comes to an end that means nothing for anybody for no reason.
Maybe he practices medicine. He's Dr. Lestrange.
It's so when it happened, like when they resolved it, when that scene was over, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's supposed to be a bait and switch, and you think like maybe Ezra Miller is the fucking Lestrange boy?
Yeah, exactly. And it turns out, nope, he's not. You know why? Oh, because he's been dead this whole time. And here's how he died.
Ezra Miller?
Okay, moving on. Like, it affects...
Oh, the Lestrange boy has been dead the whole time. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's clearly just like, you were just padding time. That meant nothing.
Bait and switch.
But that was the part that actually, like, kind of fucked me up, is when they're revealing how that Lestrange boy died. Is Lita Lestrange, when she was a young child, was traveling with her young brother, who was an infant. They were traveling via boat with, like, this caretaker lady.
What a twist.
And the young brother wouldn't stop crying, so, like, Lita, when she was really young, was basically like, I did a really stupid thing, and I wanted to make him stop crying for a minute, so I swapped him with a baby from across the hall.
Isn't that like also Catwoman?
Basically, right when she
a little aside, is that Catwoman that plays Lita?
Catwoman?
The Zoe Kravitz? Who plays...
Oh, wait, was it? I don't think it was Zoe Kravitz. I don't remember who it was. She was British.
Okay.
But
continue.
When she swaps the babies, boom, ship starts sinking. Like, they fucking... Everybody evacuates the ship. And they show this fucking baby, like, drowning and sinking into the ocean.
Nice.
And it's, like, I don't know, as somebody who like, has a young child like that, I was like,
right.
oh
Very
my
dark.
God, I don't want to see this.
I don't want to see that either.
I didn't get super upset. I was just like, oh, I'm having a reaction I usually have. This is... Ugh.
So is both real brother and fake brother dead? Or are they, you know what I'm saying, the swapped baby? Is swapped baby and not swapped baby both die?
The swapped baby turned out to be like...
It is Zoe Kravitz. Just checked.
Oh, wow,
It's Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman.
The swapped baby, like... The baby that she swapped her brother with was Ezra Miller, but he was not raised as a Lestrange.
Oh, okay.
He was basically, like, left somewhere else and just raised as, like, a fucking urchin.
Okay. So the real Lestrange baby died?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just this really big, convoluted thing that they build up and build up and build up, and then it means nothing.
The payoff is very dark, and then that's it. It's like, wow, thanks for the infant side right there. That's great.
Yes. Yes. How long before Harry Pooper does this take place?
20 years before? 19? I forget.
It can't be just 20 years, because it's like...
No, because look at Dumbledore, dude.
Well, he's like 50 or 40, maybe? How old is Jude Law playing? How old is Jude Law playing?
Dumbledore was like 100
I would say
something, wasn't
50s, maybe early 60s.
Okay.
He's got the, like, salt and pepper beard.
Yeah.
Dumbledore was like 100 something, though, when he died, wasn't he?
I have no idea. I don't know that much about him, how old he was when he died, just that he was
I know there's a slight like Obi-Wan Kenobi situation where it's like the person playing younger than them is...
We see Professor McGonagall in flashbacks, but that's like the only other person that carries over that we actually see in this series.
True.
Because I was just wondering if it's going to turn out that like Ezra Miller character is going to be like Voldemort's real dad or some shit.
It's going to be something fucking stupid. Like,
what a twist.
He gets absorbed into Tom Riddle's diary, or like, who fucking knows, dude?
I just know it's not going to be... It's not going to be about beasts, and that's a shame. Because I like the beasts.
That's what I'm saying. Is like she kind of put like how are you gonna make an interesting trilogy about just finding beasts?
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you exactly how.
You do David Attenborough.
In the first movie. No, they mentioned it in the first movie.
What?
How, like, Newt is basically coming to America, and he's like, "Oh, I've got this Thunderbird. I've got to release it.
I have to go to Arizona." Yeah, he has to go to Arizona.
Yeah. Where did he get it from? He busted it from fucking like poachers or smugglers or something.
Right.
Boom. There's your movie.
Poachers. Yeah.
Half David Attenborough, half like Night at the Museum of like going into his suitcase and seeing all this stuff. And the other part of it is like Indiana Jones adventures, like saving these things from evil people. Maybe not connected to like a dark wizard cabal, but just people who are trying to do bad things to animals.
Maybe there was some intention of just sticking to that, but then like studio was like, hey, how does this connect to the Harry Pooper? There's not enough. This is just gonna be it. And then it was like,
the thing that tells me that it was not the studio is the first like 20 seconds of the movie. Directly after the Warner Brothers logo comes up the Wizarding World logo.
Right.
And the whole thing about this, it makes it feel like fucking Star Wars, where this is no longer, hey, we've got an interesting story that we'd like to tell. This is a brand, and God's be damned, it will continue. Where like, she's just going to keep fleshing out shit that never existed before and may conflict with what she's already said, and just. But
I guarantee you, Warner Brothers was like, hey, we want more of this fucking Harry Potter shit. Still making money. Let's fucking do it. She's like, all right.
I think their mandate was like,
she was like, here,
you got to include like Dumbledore. You got to include
with the Beasts, and they were just like, what does this have to do with Harry Potter? Put more Harry Potter in it. And she's like, fuck it.
We need more Harry Potter characters.
I guarantee you, the studio is probably responsible for the insert more Harry Potter related shit, because like I can see her being like, I want to explore another part of this world, and they're just like, yeah, that's cool, and you can do some of that, but like, what are the fans are gonna be wanting some Harry Potter shit. We don't want some stuff connected to Harry Potter, and it was just like, fine.
Some of the world building is interesting, like them diving into like the American version of the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah.
In the first movie, he's like. He says something where Newt says something where he's like, "Oh, you're with Makusa." It's like, "Oh, cool, cute. That's fucking cute." The Brits have like a little nickname. The Ministry of American, whatever. It's like MAC USA. Then they call it Makusa. That's fucking cute. What do they do in the second movie? The first thing that happens in the movie, title card that says American Ministry of Magic. The scene after that, title card that says British Ministry of Magic. It's like, okay, I guess, did you throw away there, like, having a separate name, and you're just calling it American and British now?
Probably, it's probably just for simplicity's sake.
But why? Because the schools are different names. It's not just American Hogwarts.
I know, but like a lot of things, they like to be like, hey, treat the people watching like they're fucking 7 years old.
We have to have stupid names for things.
You had a cute little thing where the Brits had like and the difference, like the Americans call Muggles no-mages. When that comes up, he's like, what, a what? Yeah. Oh, a no-mage. We call them Muggles. It's like, oh, how quaint. They've got differences in their magician culture, you know?
It is very like America versus British too, where like no-mage is like very like just kind of to the point and like abbreviated, and Muggles is just some whimsical, goofy sounding shit like British people tend to do.
Yeah.
They would say, "Oh, dear Muggle."
And like the Americans have rules like wizards can't marry or like even talk to no-mages. They basically just like don't fucking interact with them at all.
I mean, why would you?
Sure.
I get it. They don't have magic. Why would you fucking...
Crepeson's got some barbecue sauce again.
I'm gonna eat them sloppy burgers.
He was all up in a rack of ribs, dude.
Yeah. All right, so we've exhausted enough of Harry Potter talk.
Have we?
No, have we, dude?
I've exhausted.
Well, I guess if we have more to say about it,
anything else to say.
Okay, well, we'll be back with more Crepeson troops and his magical.
Crepeson about.
Look at that butt.
It's got
look at it wiggle, dude.
Barbecue stains on it.
Barbecue ass,
barbecue
dude.
butt. Barbecue butt. Barbecue butt. Look at how
birds.
Oh, he just fucking murked those birds, dude.
All right, we'll be back with more